Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Afternoon Market Action. Today, though, it's just me. Ryan's out, a little under the weather, so I will be sitting in for the both of us this week, and I hope he gets better quickly. He gave me a call on the phone or a text on the phone and said, "Hey, not feeling so well," so he's out today. If you can hear me, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, and let me know excuse me, that I am coming in loud and clear. And of course, we're wearing our cowboy hats on Wednesday because I started something a while ago called Western Wednesday. Tried to get everybody in the office to do it. Not everybody wants to do it. Sorry, but I'm going to keep on doing it. I don't have on my cowboy boots today. I had to change into a suit to shoot a promo this afternoon, so I did not wear my boots today, but at least I got my hat and I got my VectorVest gear that you can find on the merchandise store. All right, so there we go. I don't know if my alert hit. I don't know how many people are here yet. Joey's got my whole screen all jacked up, so I can't see nothing. It's all right. I'm going to blame Joey. Hi, Glenn. One of your picks last night, Mara, is up 9.5% today. Yeah, well, hopefully everybody got an opportunity to see that video last night. Thank you, Joey. Everyone got an opportunity to see that video last night. We're going to take advantage of what the market gives you. But if you truly want to know what I think about the current rally, watch tonight's video. All right, tonight's 6 p.m. video on YouTube. I'm going to give you my insight on what I think about this, if it's going to be a good, strong rally going into January or not. All right, so make sure, thank you, Bernice, for letting me know the alert hit. Make sure you guys check out tonight's video. I'm going to give a little bit of insight, and I'm going to have you guys, you need to watch to the end because I'm going to have you guys prepared no matter what. All right, so make sure you do that. Hello, VV Nation. Hit the like button on your way in. Thank you, John. Let them know. Let them know. Let them know. So with what I had to get done this morning, I didn't put as many stories together, and normally with the both of us, I don't normally need to put as many stories. So I think today is going to be a good opportunity for me to look at more of your stocks. So we'll see how that goes. Amir says, hello, Uncle Glenn. I'm totally confused what to do, or should I get out today? I am not able to sleep. Amir, what more do I need to do? Well, what more? As a matter of fact, let's get into that. What more? Oops, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong button. Let's talk about that. Amir, huh? You told me I could do it like I normally do.
When did I say that?
Didn't you say that?
No.
So, I do have selective hearing. All right. So, Amir, let's talk about what's going on in the market. Everybody in the room, is it okay to buy stocks in the market right now? Yes or no? All right, let's start off there. Is it okay to buy stocks in the market right now? Yes or no? All right, so Amir, I've got all the videos out there to help you. So I don't know what more I can do to help you, Amir. I really, I don't know. So I got the no's, I got some no's, but what I was looking for was Brian, risky, Nat, cautious. Now, Caress says, I'm confused too. All right. So based upon what we see, you can see the majority of the people in the room are saying it's okay to buy, but be cautious. I just did a video about how to trade in this current market, Amir. Hopefully you watched it. All right. Hopefully you watched. I just did a video exactly about what you're asking me. How to trade in this current market. So, should we buy coin or the safest stocks by VectorVest? I'm going to let VV Nation answer that question because Amir, honestly, and whether that's Amir, whether that's Koresh, I cannot think of any more I can do to give you the answers to your questions. You guys know that I'm not a broker. I cannot tell you what stocks to buy and sell. Is $150 enough to invest and get a big return? Not unless you're going to be super aggressive. The answer to your question is no. All right, unless you take that $150 and you get lucky, on a stock, the answer to your question is no. All right, so along with that, I ask the questions, and sorry, I got a little head stuff going on still. I ask the questions because I want to know the answers, but in knowing the answers, I need to see what I need to do a better job in possibly getting information over to you. All right, Morris, stochastics 80, above 80 means the stock is overbought. That's what it means. But you know something? One reason why I'm not a big fan of stochastics or RSI is because stocks can remain in overbought territory for quite some time. But if there's momentum behind that stock, it's going to keep moving up. It's going to keep moving up. I turned $150 into $2,000. Jerry is a different type of investor. JD is a different type of investor. Don't get it twisted. As he puts that out there, I'm not going to tell you that is a normal something that happens. That you turn $150 into $2,000. That is not a normal thing. You better be on top of your A game. You better know what you're looking for before you go and jump and invest that $150, especially all into one stock. All right. So I know that JD put that out there, Jerry. But I don't want any of you thinking that, whoa, he can do that. Hey, Jerry, what did you do? There's a lot that goes into understanding how to do that. I've told the story that I turned $1,000 into over $80,000, but it took me about 7 years to do it. And it was all options. It wasn't any stocks until later in the game. Later in the game, it was stocks, but in the beginning, my money is so much leverage, so much more leverage with options. You can take $150 and know how to use it in a leverage manner and do very well. But if you don't know, then I'm not going to tell you to go down that way. Is $50 enough to grow? Smurf, why are you... No. So Smurf, by lowering the dollar amount, I'm not going to answer that question. I answered your question on a $150 level. Other than that, I'm not going to do it. I will tell you this, Smurf. It does take money to make money. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right. So moving on from there. I know, JD. That's what I'm saying. Glenn just shorted Bitcoin. Wow. That's a ballsy move, AK. That's a ballsy move, AK. Good. Googly muggly. All right. That's wow. All right. So let me start off here looking at what's going on in the market. Knowing that, and a lot of this is going to be covered in the 6 p.m. video tonight, understanding the power behind the VectorVest MTI. All right, understanding the power of the VectorVest MTI. When we get above that level of about 1.5, what does the market do? Boom. Get above that level of 1.5, what does the market do? Boom. Get above that level of 1.5, what does the market do? Boom. And that's where we are right now. All right, that's where we are right now. Interesting that you call that you're going to short coin. I think that's a little preliminary, but we'll see. Our Mara calls are up 160%. I'm short on the SPY. JD's short on the SPYs. Bill, I think, was just the one that was short. No, it was AK, just shorted Bitcoin. Watch tonight's video. I give you more insight on what I think about what's going on with the Santa rally that's due to start in a couple of days. Huh?
AK is saying you shorted Bitcoin.
I didn't short. Oh, is that what? Who said? I didn't short Bitcoin. When did I short Bitcoin? Hold on. Let me laugh. All right. So let's go to the news. What's up, Edwin? Let's go to the news. Let's go see what's moving in the news market. I asked the question the other day, how many people think that... I can't do that. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Unclick. I'm so used to just doing it my way. I feel like Frank Sinatra. I want to do it my way. And I'll do it my way. No. I don't know. What was I going to ask? What are you talking about? Oh, so I asked the question the other day, did Powell put his foot in his mouth? when he said that to keep your eyes out for 3 rate cuts. A lot of people said yes. He did put his foot in his mouth. I don't think we get the 3 rate cuts. I really don't. But pivot sows confusion over when and how fast the Fed will cut. Federal Reserve Powell was asked at a recent gathering what he does for fun. He paused, then he grinned. For me, a really big party that this is fun as it gets is a really good inflation report. Ooh, he's a stuffed shirt. Powell is finally getting what he wanted, a meaningful decline in inflation, but that is creating a familiar headache by making it harder for the Fed officials who want to keep their options open to dissuade investors that rate cuts are imminent. He came out and said, look for 3. When will you short the S&P? I'm not ready to do anything to the short side until the market tells me so. So let's go back to the software real quick. And I'm going to put on... Oh, I did that again. Son of a gun. I don't know. I'm so used to doing it, and Ryan is not here. Sorry. Probably. Let's go to a 3-month... Okay. Here's the... All right. So here's the run-up. Someone's asking me, so when do you start thinking about shorting the S&P? Let's go look at our market timing calls. What's the first thing I'm looking for is the primary wave. Primary wave is still in an up call. And has been since 11:29. That is my fastest market timing. Jake says, use my inside voice. Uncle Glenn, you sing pretty good. Thank you, Bobby. Of course, they will cut rates. Roger, to help stimulate for the current party, where do we need stimulation? Where do we need stimulation? The market is trying to get past 9% inflation, which we have. The Fed did everything. They cut the rates, blah, 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 blah. Right now, we're leveling out. Inflation is still higher than it was last year, but it's a lot lower than 9%. Interest rates are still high, limiting economic growth. Right now, I think that we're just in a little cool spot. Just sit still. Once you start cutting the interest rates, you start to put a fire back under the economy. The economy starts ripping and roaring again. And then what else happens? Inflation starts ripping and roaring again. So we'll see. James says he did it on purpose, not to be clear. Interesting. It wasn't like he wasn't doing that he did that on purpose to spur the economy, which we got going on right now, to move that market higher. Do you notice that when he did his Fed meeting, you normally know that the market goes up, then it pulls back, then it goes back up. The market did not do that at all on his last meeting. It went up and still just kept on going up. Interesting. All right, so cutting rates is the only thinking about the rich staying richer. They don't care about the little man. All I'm saying is, for the standpoint of, I thought he should have been raising at least one more this year, but he didn't. I don't think he's going to start cutting until June. And I think that the cutting is going to be spurred on by politics, which it should not be, but it's going to be. So, why would the Feds lower rates with unemployment this low? John Bingo. Why do you give the economy a shot in the arm when it's floundering? It ain't. The job market is resilient. People are working. Wages are going up. They may still not be keeping up with inflation, but wages are going up. People are still looking for people. I'm with you, John. Why would the Feds lower rates with unemployment this low? So keeping all that in mind, you need some extra strength, vitamin C, get better. I know, Cole. Thank you. I know. I got one of our daughters and 2 grandbabies in the house. That's what's keeping all this going on. Sigh. And one of the grandbabies is only, 4 months, 6 months, 6 months old. And she's just sitting up in her papa's lap, and she's just, and she's just coughing and sneezing in my face. I'm like, child. And then afterwards, she smiles. I'm like, little girl. Wages up is inflationary. Also, Brian, you're right. Oil is going to start going up. That's also inflationary. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes outside of what everybody's looking for. Everybody's looking, yeah, market, go. I'm going to. And you know who's helping to drive the market higher right now? The people who came late to the party, the fear of missing out people. That is who's driving up the prices right now. Do you agree with that, yes or no? Do you agree with that, yes or no? That the fear of missing out people are helping to really push this market higher, yes or no? FOMO. All right, it is the fear of missing out people. I think that that's a lot of it. And what's going to happen is they are going to be the ones that get the rugs pulled out from under them and fall flat on their face. They're going to be the bag holders. They're going to be the bag holders while we're sitting back, because we're in the market and we've been in the market. VectorVest did the right thing, keeping us in the market at the right time. And at some point in time, we're going to take our profits off the table. Oh, we just did a video about taking profits off the table, didn't we, Amir? Yeah, didn't we, Amir? We just did a video about learning how to take profits off the table, learning how to not give back more than half of what you made, learning to look at a graph. Amir, that's how you answer your question about coin or any stocks that you own right now. All right. Thank you, Jake, for answering Smurf's questions. I think Smurf is just trying to get at me. I don't know. I'm going to let VV Nation take care of Smurf. John says, I'm already looking at possible short candidates. Watch tonight's 6 p.m. video. Watch tonight's 6 p.m. video. All right, I'm taking profit but sitting on cash. Nothing wrong with that. You do understand that cash is a position, right? All right, and I'm anticipating a correction. Well, we already just talked about the MTI being as high as it was, right? So let me get back to the news stories. I'm not touching nothing. Joey's got to hit whatever button he's got to hit because I'm not touching nothing. Because if he says one other thing about me, I'm going to go to his house and I'm going to fight him. That's what I'm going to do. Actually, I know what to do. I just go here. Yeah, but I don't want this showing. Does it matter? No, it's not. Not when I have on the web stuff. When I put it on my web one, it's not. Oh.
This one does. Oh.
Why are you pushing the wrong buttons? All right, let's go to the next story. Huh? Sigh. Let's go to the next story. Paramount ticks higher on reports of talks to sell BET Network. Anytime you can unload something or lay people off, one of the two, you're going to help the bottom line. So we're going to look at Paramount as a stock today. This is an interesting story. How to use the Fed cuts. See, stories are out there feeding into that, the Fed cuts. I don't think we're going to get 3, but it's the news that's helping to push the market higher, especially with the FOMO people. Stocks to help you during the Fed cuts. They've got Costco, Apple. Everybody loves Apple. I love Apple. And if you've got a Droid phone, you can all leave now, okay? Because I'm an Apple guy, and Joey's an Apple guy. No, I don't want you to leave, though. I'm just saying you could if you wanted to, but I don't want you to. We'll get where they're going, all right? But the names like Foot Locker, Trip.com, and Shake Shack are the sailboats that can take you there quicker wherever you're going. So we're going to look at all of these stocks. Is he pushing your buttons? No, I'm not letting anybody push my buttons. Man, hold on. I just got this. Man, sorry about that. Did I make coffee? I did make coffee. I got to drink some coffee. I made it already. So I don't have to get any water. The water's already there. The coffee's already made. I just need to get it. Put a little bit of confections, whatever you call it. I'm going to look at a lot of stocks of yours today, Cole. I think I'm going to look at a lot of your stocks today. All right, because this is all the stories that I have. So we're going to look at these stocks. Next one, there's Shake Shack, another specific story on Shake Shack. Shake Shack is just a little old place where we can get together Shake Shack, baby. Shake Shack, baby. Upside, downside, I don't know. Look at the price movement on it. I'm going to take a look at it, put it in my list. There was anything in here I saw that I really, really like. I don't know why I had a separate story on it. This is big, too. Mortgage rates fall below 7% as housing market begins long-awaited rebound. The builders are building. People are buying. Building is building. Building is moving. All right, John, I won't. Yeah, go ahead. I like that. Perfect, good tech, $600 higher. What are you talking about, Braden? Christmas coffee with Bailey's. Oh, I wish. You know something? You know something? Could you imagine me drunk on here one time? I wonder how entertaining that would be. I wonder how, and because I don't drink a lot, don't take a lot to get me drunk.
You were so drunk at the Christmas.
Don't even start. Don't even. I was nothing like that. Nothing like that.
When you took your shirt off, I thought that was.
You're so stupid. I hate you. I hate you.
No, God, please, no, no, no.
I don't know how to get back from there. I don't know how to get back from there. There was nothing like that. We're always very mild-mannered at our Christmas party. Even Joey. I need to start my channel, stocks, pot, and stop my channel, stocks, pots, politics, and have Glenn come on the show drunk. That would be great. That would be great. Uncle Glenn, what can we buy to have income? Didn't I do a video on dividend-paying stocks, Amir? David was there, and David said old fashions did do the trick when you want to get Glenn drunk. I didn't get drunk. For the first time, I had an old fashioned, and I had a couple of them. I was drinking that and said, man, it got a lot of alcohol in it. It got a whole bunch of different alcohol in it. But I had a couple of old fashions. What does Joey look like? If you go to Tampa, you get to see Joey live. If you go to Tampa, you'll get to see Joey live. But Amir, what can you buy to have income? Look at dividend-paying stocks. All right? Look at dividend-paying stocks. Yes, but if the market goes down, they go down too. Ooh. Watch tonight's video, Amir. Watch tonight's video. I got you covered. All right, so the building or housing market is on the rise. Here's a stock that was a move today. Liquidia. It's a drug stock. Patent case against United Therapeutics. It was up like 30-some-odd%. So I just went to take a look at it. Another stock that was up, how about this? Bitcoin. David, 195 to see Joey live. There you go. Joey, that might be a selling point. You want to see Joey? If you haven't already bought your ticket to go live, $195 to see Joey. And Joey's going to have to sign autographs and all that too. Old Fashioned is the state drink of Wisconsin. I did like my Old Fashions. I think when we go to Tampa, I'm going to drink some more Old Fashions. Yeah. That would be so interesting with you and Joey. Are you going, JD? Joey will be there. Joey's going to Tampa. The market has been bullish, but haven't seen a crazy move in the stocks in my watch list. Is that normal? And again, I think, D, that the market is focusing on specific stocks. A lot of it all depends on what stocks you're in. I think the market is focusing on specific types of stocks at this particular point in time. And one of them is crypto. Crypto, the market's focusing on crypto. That's one of them. All right. Eugene Jelly Roll, my little brother. Oh my gosh. Stop it, Joey. Joey does look like Jelly Roll. Yeah. He does. Make sure you have it with the quality bourbon like Woodford or Buffalo. Listen, I just like to drink. All right. So Bitcoin's still on the rise for you, Amir. Hi, Marie. I'm going to think that as long as you're careful with it, as long as you have a good stop in place, I wouldn't be adverse to you buying anything in crypto right now. It's still moving. It's still moving. Bobby, you missed everything. Did I miss something? I thought Tampa was free. The live stream is free. If you want to stay at home, the live stream is free. But if you're going to come see us in person in Tampa, I think David is right. It's $195 to come see us in person. And yeah, there you go. Thank you, David. And along with Bitcoin moving, Hive is on the move today. But interesting, Hive, the right cocktail of Bitcoin and AI for 2024. So we're going to take a look at Hive as well. Let's go take a look at the stocks. And go to my viewers list. Let's go see what the markets are doing right now. Let's go see what the markets are doing. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Look at that. Everything is up. The spider is flat to slightly down. The VIX is up. Interesting. The VIX is up. Volatility on the S&P 500 is up. But all the major indices are still up as well. That's not normal. When the VIX is up, that means volatility or fear in the market is growing, and usually the markets are moving down. Right now, it's just the spiders in the red. Could be the Qs in the red in a minute. But the market is up. Look at that. And again, the FOMO people, the IWM is the big mover besides the VIX. People are getting into the riskier stocks because they're trying to do what Smurf is doing, taking $150 and trying to make it into $2,000. Glenn, Solara, Ryan likes, is up 13% today. What's the ticker symbol? Give me the ticker symbol for Solara. I think it's SOL. That's a crypto. I think you like it. Hi, Mr. Glenn. Can you show us from the beginning to the end how to do day or swing trading? How you start? I can't do that, Hala. Not now. I got a session to do. I can't do it here. But if you go, say again.
Do we not have a day trading video on our channel?
There is a day trading. I did a day trading versus swing trading video. Man, there's so much content on our video, Hala, on our channel. Solana. Oh, Solara. GSO is the Solara, not Solana. All right, GSOL. Okay. I thought you were talking about the crypto one. All right. I would like to come to Tampa to see you maybe next one. I will watch the live stream this time. You got it, Bobby. Whether you're there or you're at home, just you be there, all right? So you want GSOL. All right, I got GSOL. Look at that. The Qs just went into the negative. Let's go back to the graphs. Forming a little bit of a smaller bar today, or today's activity. But the 3 and the 8 are definitely in play, and the MTI is definitely at a level where the market's looking for a bottom. Will crypto follow the market? I think crypto is an outlier, and I think crypto is an outlier because of the anticipation of a spot ETF for Bitcoin. I think that is what's pushing crypto right now more so than anything. So I don't know if it's going to follow the market. I think it's an outlier of the market right now. I think it's going to remain an outlier from the market. Does that answer your question, Stephen? I think that is the big move in crypto right now. Well, hold on. Janice says, watching on a laptop now after listening to Glenn on the phone while driving, and man, oh man, I'm going to go back and see Glenn's face when someone asks if they could make big money with 50. Yep. Yes, I am. Wow, Janice. Wow, Janice. I didn't say nothing. I was gonna. I'm not letting nobody get to me no more. I'm just not letting nobody get to me no more. I'm not. Edwin says, with the strategy for boom, timing stocks get in. Oh, for strategy for boom, timing stocks get in, get out on the same day. Woo! That's a day trade. And we do some of that in our jockey club. I'll be doing the jockey club tomorrow. Steve's got an interview to do for somebody. I think Reuters. So I will be doing the jockey club tomorrow and on Friday. Crypto moves like tech stocks mid to long term. Beaver Tail, I'm telling you that these crypto stocks are kicking butt and taking names. I should have stayed where I was. Let's go back to the viewers. So going to the big news. All of the stocks that I put in today. Remember, a couple of them were big movers like Liquidia. That was on something. Hive, crypto's on the move. Those are my two big players moving up today. Bitcoin, 3.5. Foot Locker was in that story of stocks that could be good going into the next year. Costco, Apple. I'm still playing Apple. I'm playing the Apple ETF, the single ETF. Shake Shack. I used to like Shake Shack like a year or two ago. I'm going to keep my eye on it. Paramount possibly getting rid of BET is it's going to be good for the bottom line. Trip.com. I am still not a fan of the travel stocks. I think that even though people are still trying to get to go somewhere, anywhere to just get out of the home, I still think that the prices are still overinflated. People are putting all this money on their credit cards. That's one of my booms, the credit cards. I just don't know how much money they still have on their credit cards to do this travel that they really don't need to do. All right, so those are my stocks. My fish for you today. Let's go look at the ones that are up today. Let's go look at the ones that are up. Right click, view the stock graph. Let's go see if they're worth it. This coin, I got nothing bad to say about coin. I'm not a fan of crypto, but it's moving. Ryan is ill today, Marie. He's under the weather. That's why we got his cartoon kind. He looks good in that picture. He looks better in that picture than he does in real life. I think we should keep that picture up there. What? Was that bad to say? Why? You don't think the picture looks good? Bobby says, Glenn, I joined the jockey club today for a trial. I'll be on there tomorrow, Bobby. I'll be on there tomorrow. Was I wrong to say that about Ryan? Yes or no? Was I wrong to say that?
Yes, you're rude.
Was I wrong to say that? Yes or no?
Should we share your cartoon picture?
What's my Oh hell! What's my cartoon picture? Put it up there.
Let's see if I can find it.
Where's my cartoon?
Here's one.
Yes, Ryan is a cutie. Ooh, I didn't say that. Janice said, I'm glad it was you. Oh, drag it over to where?
Just download it and then open it. Go to monitor too.
It's downloaded.
All right, we'll put it in. Go download and open it.
I know what to do.
And then go to monitor too.
That's my cartoon. Why does my beard look? Why does my deal look crooked? What's up with that?
It's a cartoon.
Yeah, but that looks crooked.
Yeah, this definitely looks better than you doing real.
No, it doesn't. I hate you, Joey. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But I'm telling you, Ryan's pick. That cartoon looks good. Looks really good. Glenn, you need the flow names. I'm doing something, Nat. I know. You gonna? Why'd you? Oh gosh, no. You know something? This is wrong. I know that y'all here for stocks and stuff, but you know I love having fun, right? You know I love having fun. So this is wrong. Where is it? Where did I put it? This is so wrong. Look at that. That looks nothing like me. That was a bad AI. That looks. They did me wrong on that. I'm like, what is that? That was way wrong. That one was way wrong. All right. Between Apple and Amazon, which would I take? Yeah, it's goofy looking. Thank you, Bill. It is goofy looking. No, it doesn't, Joey. No, it doesn't. Whatever. All right. So now more stock related stuff is coming up. If I had to take a difference between Apple and Amazon, which would I take? Let's go take a look real quick. AMZN, AAPL. Let's go take a look. 3 months. There's Amazon hitting a new 3-month high. I've got trigger. I've got trend. It broke through a level of resistance. Go look at Apple. Same kind of scenario, except for Apple is leveling out, whereas Amazon is hitting a new high. If I had to take either one of them, I would most likely go with Amazon. I think that Apple right now is taking a little break from the high. Who just asked me about that? And did I answer your question? Glenn, would you please go over the indicators on your graph? You talking about which graph? Which graph, Roger? Which graph are you talking about? Your humor is so fun. I laugh all the time on your show. Thank you for being you. I love me being me. Yes, you did. That was correct. All right. What ticker in trend means? All right. So halal. I'm looking at a graph layout called the near perfect indicator. I've done videos on that as well, Hala. All right, but it's looking at moving averages on the stop price of the stock and on relative timing of the stock. Triggers when the 5-day moving average goes above the 40-day moving average on RT. And then trend is when the 5-day moving average of the stop price goes above the 40, which it did here. That's what trigger and trend is all about. And again, videos I've done on near perfect indicator on the channel. All right, so Amazon would be my better pick in my opinion right now. All right, those are the stocks that were in the list for today. I did not do the cherry picking for the Midest Touch or the MPI. We can do that live. I'm going to do Midest Touch. Everybody's got this. Not Midest Touch, near perfect indicator, 3-day crossing. Everybody who's got a subscription to the software has this capability. But I'm going to show you what I do when I start talking about finding stocks for you. Let's graph these all. 3-month. Oof, I like this. Broke down through an uptrend, now coming back up, hitting a new 3-month high. I got trigger. I don't like the volume though. I'd be careful. And then I got MACD, which just went positive. Shows me that the stocks should still have some more upside. Here's a fish for you, LPG. Let's go look at my next one. Wow, this is Cypher in the cryptos. Parabolic, gappy. I'm not sure. I could probably find you a better crypto play than this. I can, and I know probably a couple of you are making money on this. I'm thinking a couple of you are still making money on this. This is parabolic move. The volume is there. Be careful. Be careful. I've got a headwinds of about 4.25. It's trading at 408. I got 4.25. If it doesn't get above that, the stock's going to have some more downside like it did here. All right. Gas, stealth gas, transportation ship. Trend is there with the 5 and the 40 above. The 5 is above the 40 on price. And the good thing about this, if you're trying to stay longer term or swing a stock, this trend, the 5 above the 40, keeps you in the stock long enough so that you don't give it all back. I do like that. Short term though, man, I got trigger and I got trend. I'd really look to see if it can get above this level of 711. Okay, it's only 4 cents away. That's right at the 3-month high. TDW. I got trigger. Man, MACD said yes. I'd really like to see if the stock, especially in the oil, petroleum, I'd like to see it take out the 3-month high before I jump on board. A little bit of indecision going on right here. We got triggered. The trend is there. Look at that. Trend is there. I love that the 5 and the 40 on the stop price works out so well. When I get into it, let's wait for the 3-month high of $5.35. You know what else this is telling me with the current move to the upside? A lot of these stocks are stalling out. Do you see that? Yes or no? Are you guys seeing the same thing I'm seeing? A lot of these stocks are coming up to their levels of resistance. Do you see that? Yes or no? And we're just going through stocks that meet the criteria of the near perfect indicator. I think that in and of itself, looking at individual stocks that, not any one industry, are telling you the same story to be careful. Telling you the same story. Let's go on through. Fusion, pharmaceutical. Man, trigger and trend. That's my friend. And MACD. I'd like to see more volume, but the graph is definitely going from the bottom left, top right. Not a lot of volatility. That's a little bit more volatile. I don't like the closed bars, though. That means the price is lower than the open. It's a bearish, bullish candle. All right. Did you build a search for MPI trigger and trend? No. Rick, when I gave them the trigger and trend, it's already what Stan had. I just put names behind it. Trigger, when the 5 goes above the 40 on RT. Trend, when the 5 is above the 40 on the stop price. So it's not that I had to build it, Rick. All right, it's not that I had to build it. All I did was just give names to that. Does that make sense, Rick? This is already what Stan had in place. I just gave them the names of trigger and trend. All right, that's all. Why am I not getting my desktop version for 99-cent trial I used to have intraday, but now I only have the mobile subscription? David, can you try to help Marie? David, can you try to help Marie if you can? Glenn, what about gold stocks? Man, the dollar's not losing enough. Let's go to the viewers. Let's go to portfolios. My portfolios. Where's my gold stocks? Where they at? Somewhere. Clean energy. Do I have gold? There it is. Cheap gold plays. Moving up today. I only got one stock in here. I've only got one stock in here. But the stocks, it's on. Let's edit. There's no search. How much money I have in here? Let's go back to the viewers. Let's go to industry viewer. What am I looking for? Gold, mining, gold, silver. Let's sort this alphabetically. So you do know that, let's do it this way. You do know, and this is you want to know about gold stocks. You want to know, we got 222 industries, right? We have 222 industries. I want to see where gold sits right now. So G-Money, I got you. Let's go find mining, gold, silver. 2 out of 222. Mining, gold, silver. 160. So that starts off my whole idea about, am I feeling gold stocks? So 160 out of 222. Let's view the industry graph. 3 months. What do you feel about gold, G-Money? I'm asking you, but I'm asking anybody else in here who's interested. How do you feel about gold right now? Type in good or bad. Just type in good or bad. How do you feel about gold? So you wanted to ask the question about gold stocks. I wanted to bring that up. I'll do the same thing with crude oil in a minute. So G-Money, Lee says good. So Lee, first thing I'm looking at is the volatility of it. Second thing I'm looking at on a 3-month graph, $4.52. Third thing I'm looking at is a down day today. I don't know if I'm going to call that good. So for anybody who's typing in good, I'm fine with that. You guys are a little bit more aggressive. From the MPI perspective, I got trigger and trend. There's trend, there's trigger. There's trigger, there's trend, and we still have it in play. So from an MPI perspective, okay. But you know something? I need to see a couple of things happen. One, I need to see that the dollar is moving down. So let's go put in UUP. Let's go see if the dollar is moving down. Put on a 6-month graph. Dollar is moving down. All right. Let's go freehand line. That should be a good sign for gold. There's the downtrend. Broke above, came back down. There's the downtrend. And on the MPI, I got trigger out and trend down. All right. So with that being said, would I be ready to jump on gold? Not until, let me get above this level of $4.52. Does that make sense for you on gold? Yes or no? For those of you who said good, you're a little bit more aggressive. Not everybody else is. I'm trying to stay middle of the road. By the way, I'm trying to stay middle of the road. I'm not ready yet, but I've got a point of entry if the mining gold silver industry can get above $4.52. All right. Let's do the same thing with oil. Actually, I'm going to do it a different way. Let's go look at USO. All right, let's go look at USO. Put this on a 3-month graph. I see the movement. I got no trend or trigger yet on oil. Edwin says oil is good. Oil is rising. I see that. Oil is rising. I'm not calling it good. But oil is rising. I got no trigger on the 5 and 40 day, and I've got no trend. Trend's going to take a little longer. But if I'm thinking about getting into oil now, at least let's wait for the trigger. Who's asking me? Edwin, does that make sense? Looking at it from a VectorVest perspective, I would feel a little bit more comfortable from the more aggressive perspective to look for the 5 to go above the 40 on RT. Does that make sense, Edwin? Does that make sense, Edwin? That's what at least I'd be looking for. I'd be at least looking for it. And we already looked at gold. I'm waiting to go above this 3-month high on gold. Some oil stocks have hit your trigger. And if they have, if I can find an individual oil stock, let's close all of that. Petroleum, HIJK, element, petroleum. Which petroleum do I want? Let's do it this way. Let's go to the sector. I think there's 41 sectors. Let's go to the sector. All right, go to the sectors. Where's oil? Not amongst the top 10. Okay, that's fine. Let's, petroleum, let's go sort this alphabetically. Where's petroleum? Petroleum's number 40 out of 41. Petroleum's at the bottom. So for those of you who are still saying that oil is a good play, the sector is right next to the last sector. Oil is good due to circumstances that's happening in the Middle East. Edwin, I hear you. But petroleum is number 40 out of 41 in our sectors. All right, let's go view the sector graph. Let's go view the sector graph. This is the whole petroleum space. Ooh-wee. Good, googly, muggly, baby. Hey. Now, I do like that it broke above the downtrend. I got no trigger. I got no trend. MACD is giving me a good call. Let's go look at the most recent swing high right about here. And no, let's go take it further. There's the gap, the last gap down. Let's go see if we can break above this level. The sector can break above this level of 33.19. All right, so that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. Do you ever look at the 5-day, James? Not one for me. My other 2 moving averages that I will use will be a 3 and 8 exponential moving average, 5-day. You know, when I first started investing, I used a 5 and a 10. I think for my shorter term stuff, then I used a 10 and 20 for my prudent stuff. So I've moved on from the 5 because the 3 is a little bit faster. A little faster. Other than conflicts in the Middle East, has the supply and demand changed? The supply will change if they avoid the Red Sea. The supply will change, and that's what's going to drive oil higher. We'll see what happens, though. We will definitely see what happens. Bingo as a short-term only look at inventory. You know, as far as petroleum, did you guys know that we are still, right now, the biggest producer of oil in the world? Did you guys know that, yes or no? Did you know that we are currently the biggest producer of oil in the world? Type yes or no. The other side of that is that we are the fifth largest exporter of oil. So with us being the largest producer, supply is there. The supply is there. It should be keeping the prices down. Yeah, should be. Hold on. This will clear one of my nostrils. We need more production. Koresh, we're producing more than anybody else. We are producing more than anybody else. And John, that's without the drill, baby, drill. Sort of, kind of. We're doing a lot more fracking. What the frick is fracking? This oil shales out of stone. Shale stone. All right. We need to be doing more refining. I'm with you on that, Koresh. Edwin says, I have to say that by asking questions, you become more educated in understanding how an established How to establish a strategy that is a winning strategy. Thank you. Edwin, I do the best that I can to answer as many people that we have in the room. I try to keep you guys not only entertained, but engaged. I could be like a lot of other YouTubers and just talk. I'd rather listen to you and getting, and a lot of times you'll ask me stuff on the fly, like you did about petroleum and oil, about petroleum and gold. A lot of people on YouTube probably be like, well, blah, blah, blah. I don't mind doing it on the fly. I don't ever mind doing it on the fly. As long as I can, I will. Today, we're not going to look at your stocks. I'm okay. As long as y'all are okay with that, because we went through some stuff today, and I'm going to do one last thing. From a fish perspective, let's go see what the fastest moving, industries are. All right, let's go see what the fastest moving industries are. I'm going to help to give you guys some fish. James says, I meant 5-day versus 1-3. Oh, 5-day. No, usually I'm either going to look at a day. So it goes like this when I look at a graph. It's either going to be an intraday graph for today, but other than that, I go to a 1, a 3, a 6-month graph. I don't even go out to a year. I usually look at a 1, a 3, or 6-month graph because I think that when I'm looking at an individual stock, I'm more interested in what's going on now to help me now, more so than looking out, in the 5-day. Can I see some? I like a 1-day intraday graph, but then I start off with a 1-month graph. All right, not a good day for SPY calls. Is the spiders down today? I didn't have to take out the thing, did I, Joey? I didn't have to take out the home page. Where's the spiders at? Everything's starting to turn back to the downside. That doesn't mean this may not be today might not be the good day for the spider, but until something turns around, wow, look at that. We lost all 3 green lights today. They all went yellow. Until something turns around like the primary wave, today is just a down day for the spiders. That's all. Fed Governor Glenn has the sniffles and the market has the flu this afternoon. No, I just got the sniffles. Joey's got the sniffles too. Joey came and saw me today. We had to do a recording. All right, so did I just not do it? What is 10-day RT Delta on Industries? Let's go see what the fastest moving industries are by momentum. Machinery, cost, construction, mining. Oh, you know what I think is in there? Caterpillar. Well, Caterpillar may not be a bad play. Caterpillar's in there. Man, how awesome is your Uncle Glenn? It's got an earnings growth of 22, sales growth of 12. It is undervalued. There's a fish for you. Caterpillar. Hey, Caterpillar. Hey, Caterpillar. Hey, Puerto Rico. Oh, Puerto Rico. I'm from New York. All right, let's see if I can give you any more fish. Retail jewelry. Retail jewelry is, what was the 10-day delta? Hold on. What was the 10-day delta on RT? Wow, 46% in the last 2 weeks. Good, googly muggly. Good, googly muggly. That's a lot of move. Any stocks in here? Start by CI. Signet, overvalued. Swatch. Man, Swatch is still around. Swatch is still around. Fundamentally sound, 18% as far as earnings growth. Wow. Swaggy. Sort of like swaggy, but not. It could be swaggy if you turn these 2 letters around. It would be swaggy. Anyway, that might not be a bad looking stock. Let me go take a look at the graph. 3-month. Ew. I'm not feeling that. Let's go take a look at all of these. Graph. Let's see if anything is in here that's worth it. See if I can put you on to something new. Ooh, Signet Jewelers. Trigger trend moving. Keep this on your radar. I wouldn't buy it today. It's a down day. I like that. Anybody heard of that company? Yes or no? I never heard of it. No, I don't want that one. Ooh, Ella and Vela. I like the move. I like the move. Wow. It made enough move that it made it on the last 3 months, took over where it was 3 months ago. I like this. And it's cheap. Keep your eyes on this. Keep your eyes on this. Glenn, I believe your skills to teach us has been good and informative. At least it's really helped me. I like the 3 and the 8. There you go, Richard. You know, people are thinking that I've abandoned the 3 and the 8 to go to the MPI. I like them both. I like the move on that, Amir. On a mixed day like today, the stock is going up, trading right at session highs. I like it. How would I know to get out of it? Once I've gotten into it, if anybody decides to get into it, there's your line in the sand. Last swing high, I would put in a stop at 477. Does that make sense to everybody in the room? Yes or no? Does that make sense to everybody in the room? If I'm going to try to get you into the stock, I would need you to know right away when to start to think about getting out of the stock. Glenn, I stuck with a few of the TIO in my portfolio, but it's on gold. Right, SEC. Koresh, again, you should always know. You should always know when you're going to get out of a trade. And that's why I set this one up for you right now. I like it in an industry that's moving. The stock is moving. I automatically set up a stop for you right away. What platform do you use as far as my broker? I use, no. Oh, I can tell you what I use. Let's go. Research. TD Ameritrade, which is now Schwab. That's where my brokerage account is. Let me move that back away. I like this. There's a fish for you. There's a fish for you right there, folks. No, not really. That's all over the place. No. Movado. You remember when Movado was top-notch watch? It ain't no more. Brilliant Earth? No. All right. Let's go see if we can find us another industry real quick. Petroleum. We're not going to do petroleum. All right. Let's go to telecom, fiber optics. How much is that move by momentum or RT? 37%. Okay. Let's go see what we like. Tell me something good. All of the stocks are down today. That's the first thing. All of the stocks are down. Only one stock in here is a buy. Let's take a look at the graphs. Nope. I want to graph them all. Sigh, it's not what I wanted either. Graph all. All right. Let's go see if we got any more fish in here. 3-month graph. Not feeling that one just coming off the high. Especially knowing the market's toppy. No. VIAV. That could be a shooting star. Let's check to see what goes on tomorrow. But I do like the move from this level of the low. We got both trigger and trend. Today is a down day. I wouldn't take it today. I was thinking about taking it. I'd look at 12 cents higher than the high. If I did get into it, there's my line in the sand sitting at about 9.53. All right, I'm looking for 12 cents higher than the high to get in, but if I'm in, there's my stop. No, maybe. I got trigger, I don't have trend, but I got MACD as well, and it is above both the 5 and the 40, even though the 5 and the 40 haven't crossed. I'd keep my eye on that. No. All right, I'm right at the cusp. Hey, did you guys have good did you guys like the conversation today? Michael says, "Tell me about SWH. Is that Sherman Williams?" I don't think that's Sherman Williams. But I might be wrong. It is Sherman Williams. Do I like it? I like it. Oh, but if I'm in it, who just asked me about that? Michael, if I like that, let me help you out. If you're in it, look at this gap right there. Look at where it is today. If it closes below that level of the gap up is because it's fading, I'd take half off the table. I would take half off the table. Can you please look at the market timing? What to know about the line in the sand to get out? We looked at market timing today. We did look at market timing today. First thing, I'm knowing that the market is overbought, overextended, however you want to call it. The first cases for me to think about taking any protective action is when the primary wave goes down. All right, and the primary wave, even with today's, the primary wave is still up. Primary wave is still up. That's my first inclination to start taking profits. All right, see this most recent gap right here? You know gaps like to be filled. So Akshaya, I'm looking at the VectorVest composite at a price of 61.21. That is my line in the sand with the most recent gap up. Does that make sense, Akshaya? That's what I'm looking for right now. All right, other than that, I'm looking for the primary wave. But short term, quickly, I'm looking at that level of my line in the sand of 61.21. You guys are getting me to look at stocks. I told you I wasn't going to look at your stocks. I told you that. Did you not hear me say I wasn't looking at your stocks? You heard me say that, didn't you, Michael? I know you did. I don't have CEP. CEP? Must be CPU. I'm going to use that. SPX down and news spread that Christmas is canceled. We are all getting lumps of coal. Listen, watch tonight's video. Watch tonight's 6 p.m. video. I talk about the Santa rally. Alta, and look at that. And this is why it's so important to look at graphs. I already had a level of resistance, and I got a level of support. Stock is in a channel. It's pulling away from that level of resistance. I wouldn't mind taking half off the table if you got profits. I wouldn't mind doing that. I know I got trigger and trend, but I'm in a defined channel. I take half off the table. All right. CEPU, nicely moving up. I like it. Little selling pressure going on right here. Let's go see what tomorrow's candle. If tomorrow candle confirms that shooting star, I would take half off the table. All right. No, Bobby, the official beginning of the Santa rally is Friday, December 22nd. We are in a pre-rally mode to the Santa rally. Glader, real estate stocks are good play right now. The market still shows me that they are good plays right now. But I don't care what, whether it's crypto, whether it's whatever it is. I'd be careful of any stock or any stock you own right now. All right? So there you go, G-Money. That's the answer to your question. It's, when I was looking at the industries, Unisearch, 10-day RT Delta. I want to see where they are. So we get to hear that what industries are rocking, right? Do you see the building up here? Interesting, right? You don't. And we're looking at 221 industries. 220. This is where I always feel if you're going to listen to the news or going to listen to the power of the VectorVest software, you want to know what's moving, whether it's by relative timing or whether it's by price. We can double click and do it on price. Let's go see. Real estate development from a price movement is up there. Real estate management up 10% is up there. So I can look at these two. So from that perspective, but look where it is. Out of 221 industries, real estate development's 177. Out of 221 industries, how about real estate management is number 91? Ooh. And it's number 91, and it's gone up in price. And it's gone up in price by 10% over the last 2 weeks. That helps me. So, this goes outside of the realm of just listening to the news. We have 221 industries. We have 41 sectors. This is a better way to see where your money is really going, where the money is really going. Does that make sense to everybody in the room? Market has dived since Glenn started talking today. You know we love you, Glenn, but you need to sign off so it can head back up. Listen, I got nothing to do with none of this stuff. So we should stay in the market for Santa Rally. Amir, look at tonight's video. Look at tonight's video. All right, now I'm going to go. Joey, put me on wherever I need to be. I don't know. David says, when Glenn speaks, the Fed listens. The Fed don't listen to me. The Fed don't listen to me. The Fed don't even like me. Joey doesn't even like me. I think we're in a Grinch rally now. I'm telling you that the people that were moving this market up with a fear of missing out, they're going to be the bag holders. That's why I'm telling you folks not to be afraid to take half off the table. Take it, folks. Take the money. Take the freaking money. Stop being greedy because the rally is going. You're going to be like, man, this rally's going to go on forever. That's what y'all sound like. This rally's going to go on forever. Yeah. No, it's not. Folks, take that money. Take that money. Don't give it back. Half is all gone. Half is all gone. Oh, you took half off the table, Jazz? So. All right, I'm done talking. I got to go home and blow my nose. Jazz says half is gone, just like that. But at least with a profit. Hopefully with a profit. Short on SMCI. You know something? A lot of these stocks that have rocked and rolled are going to be the first stocks that take the big hit. All right? Are going to be the first stocks that take a big hit. Just keep that in mind. All right, I got to go. I'm praying that Ryan gets better. Hopefully he'll be here tomorrow. If not, it's all good. It's all good because I got your back, bro. Believe you me. Because if it was me and I was out sick, Ryan would have my back. Love this team. Great team except for Joey. Joey is a totalitarian. He just wants to whip people into shape. That's all he does. That's all he does. Today is a down day. Should we still get out? So, Amir, do you have stops on your stocks? That's the first question. Do you have stops on your stocks? If you do, you're going to be fine because you're going to stop out some of your stocks, hopefully with profits, or you're going to mitigate losses. Market falls when video at Golden Corral is released showing Fed Governor Glenn and Joey were caught up dipping chicken in ew. I told you I don't do the chocolate thing. Not at Golden Corral. That's just nasty. Hope you at least sold calls in your positions already. That's another thing. If you know options, sell covered calls, put a collar on your portfolio. Ooh, put a collar on your portfolio. All right, I got to go. I'm telling you, Ryan's picture looks better than him. He looks so good in that picture. I think we should keep that picture up all the time. All right, folks. You guys have a great day. Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Praying for my peeps in Iceland as well as my peeps in Israel. Odabo. Bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until the next time, folks. See ya.